Hi there, Lights Out Bedtime Stories fans. This announcement is a short one. If you enjoy ad-free stories for your children, for yourself, please head over to patreon.com/lightsoutbedtimestories to support the continuation of these improvised and read popular stories with over 200 episodes ad-free. We need your support to keep going. So head over to patreon.com/lightsoutbedtimestories and pledge what you can to receive more goodies. Thank you. Good evening, boys and girls. Are you ready for bed? Are you ready for a bedtime story? Well, tonight's story is called The Girl That Turned Into Chocolate and Got Eaten by Her Little Brother. Once upon a time, there was a girl who loved chocolate almost as much as a girl who loved sugar, and almost as much as a girl who loved juicy drops. And this girl loved chocolate. She read all the books and magazines about Choco, the chocolate king of the world, and she loved to eat his chocolate. The sad thing is, Mommy and Daddy loved her chocolate too, and they always had chocolate in the fridge. And as much as Mommy didn't want her little girl to eat the chocolate, every night when Mommy was asleep, the girl would sneak out, go into the kitchen, open the fridge door, get the stools and stand on her tiptoes and reach up for the purple wrapper, unravel it with a little finger to reveal the golden paper. She would flick it across and break a bit of chocolate off and slip it in her mouth, run back to the bed and go to sleep with chocolate melting down her throat. She did this night after night after night, until one morning she'd bitten off too much chocolate, and her daddy woke her up and said, "What's that running down your cheek? Is that chocolate?" On hearing that, the mummy burst into the room. "Chocolate? Are you eating some chocolate? I told you not to eat any chocolate." "That's enough." But the girl didn't listen, and she kept eating chocolate and chocolate. And a few days later, the mummy found the girl in the bed with chocolate all over her face, and she woke her up by shaking her shoulders. "Stop eating the chocolate," she said. "You're going to turn into a piece of chocolate." Little did she know, her mom was exactly right. But 2 days later, when Daddy walked into the room, there on the bed was a blob of brown chocolate, all melting right over the covers. He quickly picked up the covers and scooped them up and squeezed them out, and so all the chocolate went into a little plastic bag, and he put it in the freezer. And he thought, "I'm going to spend some time looking on Google to find out how I can turn my daughter from chocolate back to normal." And as he was doing that, the next day, the girl's little brother opened up the freezer as he was running around the house, and he found the bag of chocolate. He played with it, and he dropped it, and then he went and crawled over to the ball pool, and he played with the balls, and he went to play with his car, and he went to swing on the piano, climb up the slide, scuttle across the sofa, and then he went back and found the chocolate, and he gobbled it all up. Daddy came back, opened the door, and saw his little boy with chocolate all over his face, and knew in that instant that the boy had eaten his sister. He had nothing to say. The end.